Hello everyone, welcome to Cloudy and YGO. I know it's been a while. I've been busy, alright? But that's okay, because today we are back with a new deck to show you all what all I've been building, what all I've been putting together since the last video. So today we are going over the Shinobirds. I will be honest with you, I was kind of sold after seeing Nim Nim and then MBT play this in the various series. So this is my build of the deck. It's definitely not optimal, but I have a lot of fun just kind of spamming out the spirits in the deck. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. First, we play 3 copies of Shinobird Shade Peacock. It can be ritual summoned with Shinobird's Calling, and it becomes Shinobird Peacock while on the field or in the hand. You can ritual summon this card to add, or you contribute this ritual summon card to add a spirit and a ritual spell from deck to hand. And during the standby phase of the next turn, after this is banished, you can special summon this card. During the end phase, if this card was special summoned this turn, you return it to the hand. This is one of 2 of the kind of newer cards of the deck, the babies of the big one. The other is the Shinobird Shade Peacock, which we also play 3 of. Same deal, can be ritual summoned with Shinobird Calling and is treated as Shinobird Peacock. If this card is ritual summoned, you can add a spell trap from your deck to your hand that mentions spirit monster in its text. And then it has the same effects where if it's banished, it can return. And during the end phase, you can bounce it back to hand. This is a pretty good starter for the deck. This gets you into your field spell, which is Stars Align above the shrine. Or it can add something like your Power Spot, or even your Salvation. Just a really great card for the deck. Then we play 2 copies of Shinobird Peacock. This card has to be summoned with Shinobird's Calling. If it's ritual summon, you can turn up to 3 monsters your opponent controls to the hand. Then you can special level 4 lower spirit monster from your hand, ignoring summoning conditions. Once per turn during the end phase, if you special summon this turn, return it to the hand, and if you do, you can special 2 Shinobird tokens. This is a really great way to out your opponent's monsters, as well as get more of the Shinobirds on field. Next, we play 2 Shinobird Peacock. Shinobird has a very similar effect, except it bounces spell traps, and can special summon a spirit from the deck. Now, why is it important that we're special summoning these spirits? Because, for some spirits, that means they will not return back to the hand. Such as Amano in Wado. Monsters cannot activate their effects except for spirit monsters, and during the end phase, if it was normal or flip summon, return it to the hand. So if you're able to summon this off of a Shinobird or a Shinobird, you're able to lock your opponent out of monster effects so long as Amano is on the field. I also do play 3 copies of Hebo. Hebo on normal summon allows you to target a face-up monster on the field, and it becomes a spirit monster, meaning it will return to the hand at the end phase, and it has the general spirit effect to bounce itself back to the hand during the end phase. Then, since we are playing spirits, I do run 3 Aratama, which allows you on normal summon to add a spirit monster from your deck to your hand. And we are playing triple Sakitama, which allows you to reveal this card in your hand to immediately normal summon 1 spirit monster in your hand, and if it's tributed, you can target a spirit monster in your grave and add it to your hand. Last spirit monster I play is 1 Yatagarasu. I think it's very funny for no other reason to play it. Allows you to stop your opponent's draw phase if it inflicts battle damage. So really fun to summon off of a Shinobird after you've just gotten rid of all of your opponent's monsters. That is it for my monster lineup. Now moving on to the spells and traps. We play 3 copies of their new field spell, Stars Align Above the Shrine. Once per turn, you can ritual summon a winged ritual monster from your deck by attributing spirit monsters and or Shinobird tokens from your field whose levels equal or exceed the ritual monster's level. Twice per turn, if a face-up winged monster you control is returned to your hand, you can activate one of these effects. You can either add a spirit monster or ritual spell that is banished or in your graveyard to your hand, which is really how you recycle the Shinobird Calling. or you can set one stars align across the Milky Way directly from your deck. So let's talk about that trap. Stars align across the Milky Way. I play 1. You can reveal a ritual monster in your hand to add a ritual monster with the same level but a different name from your deck to your hand. You can banish this card from your grave, send a ritual spell from your hand to the grave, and this becomes that card's effect. That ritual summons a monster when the card is activated. So, the purpose of this is to use your Shinobird Calling and to ritual summon either your Baron or your Baroness on your opponent's turn so that you can interrupt them by bouncing away their board. Speaking of the ritual, we are playing 3 copies of Shinobird's Calling. Shinobird's Calling allows you to ritual summon a Shinobaroness Peacock or Shinobaron Peacock. You must also tribute monsters from your hand or field, or banish spirit monsters from your graveyard whose total levels equal or exceed the level of the ritual monster you ritual summon. Really great card, especially since it names the Shinobaron and Shinobaroness. We do get to play 3 copies of Pre-Prep. Pre-Preparation of Rites allows you to add a ritual spell from deck to hand and a ritual monster from deck or graveyard to hand whose name is mentioned on that ritual spell. Really fantastic Search 2, fantastic starter for the deck. We also play 3 regular Preparation of Rites. This adds a 7 or lower ritual monster from your deck, and then you can add 1 ritual spell from grave to hand. We play 2 copies of the Shinobird Power Spot. Spirit monster you control gain 500 attack and defense. If a face-up wind monster you control returns to your hand, you can add a spirit monster or ritual spell card from your deck to your hand. Really great way to kind of have recursion and keep searching throughout the turns as you add those spirit monsters back to your hand. Do play 1 terraforming just to search the field spell, and 1 copy of Shinobird's Salvation. It's a continuous trap. If a face-up spirit monster you control returns to your hand, while this is face-up on the field, target a card you control or your opponent controls, destroy it. When your opponent declares an attack, banish a spirit from your grave, negate the attack, and the battle fades. Really powerful card. You can search it off of your Shinobaroness Shade Peacock, and it allows you to kind of control the game a little bit more. This deck is a bit slower, with the main concept being swapping between your Shinobaron and your Shinobaroness to kind of control your opponent's field, while kind of bouncing their stuff away and stopping their plays with cards like Amano Iwado or Yatagarasu. I really enjoy it. Like I said, I was a little pilled after watching Joseph Engage play this deck, but I really hope you all enjoyed. I'm hoping to make more of these videos in the future and get back on that regular posting schedule. If there are any decks that you would like to see, feel free to let me know, and I will see you all in the next one.